first Raw appearance for Bam Bam. Someone that definitely deserved a whole lot more than what he was just given. Scott Taylor at that point was still a jobber, and will still be for at least 4 more years. His first real break comes in 1998 with the first Too Cold try, but of course, I mean, you all know when he will get his break. He deserved it for his patience. He still also gets a few licks in, or a few counters in as a jobber, but give it a bit to do. With his looks at that time, that's more than most get. Nice backbreaker, because again, Bam Bam was great. Gratuitous second smaller headbutt, but I mean, I like it. It's weird that Bam Bam was able to look serious with those painted flames, honestly. Nope, I'm not checking that interview. This is basically just a promo that tries to excuse Hogan from the steroid scandal. Reminder, Zahorian's trial was less than 2 years ago, and Vince would get indicted that year and judged in '94. Always weird to have such matches where it's just 2 independent groups that have nothing in common and they just get together for a tag match. Still, a tag match, and a big one at that goes the distance. Gotta like that. You may hear the entrance, by the way. HBK finally got his final version of Sexy Boy with his own vocals. Not just iconic, legendary. Tatanka not wasting any time, eh? I mean, funny when you know how the end of this episode of Raw is. Falling on the monitors, I mean, that's pretty fun. A lot of double teaming behind the back, because, I mean, that's what you do when you're a good heel in a tag match, really. Something that had really been lost a bit. But it's not really lost, it just changed forms. HBK weaseling from Tatanka. I mean, I like it because Tatanka already beat HBK once in a non-title match. That is loud. This match has fine structure. Everyone, except Sags, is given a bit of time to get something done. I don't know what's wrong with him, though. It would always be nice to get more from HBK. You know, a 13-minute tag match where HBK is in there for about 3 minutes only isn't an amazing way to showcase your IC champion, especially when you make him take the pin when the Beverlys were right there. I do get it, though, because that's what you'd want to keep building the Tatanka and HBK feud for Mania, though. Because that's coming quite soon. 26th of December. Hot tag is pretty hot. Good power slam. Oh, amazing chop and sell. That was a very nice sequence. Quite fast for the time, and you've gotta like this. Tatanka was quite good in these tag situations where he could actually take his rest a little bit in between and not have to go for rest holds. Very nice counter on the teardrop suplex, gotta say. Again, this keeps building the feud, and when Tatanka wanted, he really could have some good performances. I won't say he's underrated, because we will have a whole lot of time to see all of his matches on Raw, including his turn, but it's still nice for now. And now it's time, no, not for him yet, for Crush. He's there, and at least he's given not a jobber, but a lower mid-carder to fight. Crush has good power moves, but it is also true that he struggles with finesse. You can see it in his dropkick. The big question now is, would he get better? Not gonna win this match more. Didn't really want to listen to this match because of fucking Bartlett making an awful Schwarzenegger for no reason.
Hogan's not a Republican, not a Democrat, he's a fan of humanity.
No, Savage. He's a Republican. I don't think it's truly ever been hidden, because when you've got him doing the things he's been doing his whole life, I'll be honest, I wrote a full page on Hogan, because, you know, but I decided to delete it. More on that later. And so the finish is a vice grip, or a brain squeeze. I gotta say, this is one of my least favorite finishers, but hey, the younger fans seem to like it for now still. First, the promo is a bit of a nothing burger. You knew what you were getting into, it's a Hogan promo. Is it good? Well, check the counter. It's fine. If you're into that kind of promo, you'll like it. And so, I won't be talking about Hogan as a person here. This is neither the time nor place to do it. This is a series and channel I've made for the positives about wrestling, so we will leave it at that. Just know that every time I see Hogan on screen, I do think about stuff. I can give a bit of praise to the makeup for Beefcake. In real life though, the briefcase shot was 3 weeks old, so if there were people in the audience for both shows, they probably were very confused if they know how healing worked. And now, the most egregious part of this episode. Hulk Hogan poses for 2 minutes of the runtime of the episode on the network. They cut commercials that aren't the WWS's of the era. And there was a commercial for Mania 9, but there were 2 breaks total. That resulted in at least 5 minutes of posing for the camera from Hulk. And guess what that caused? The Undertaker's match had less than 2 minutes of runtime left, with The Undertaker's entrance taking half of that, because it's The Undertaker. The WWF cuts to commercials, comes back, we miss the start of the match, we stay for 10 seconds on the match itself, before we then have to go on the commercial considerations from Raw with the Slim Jim commercial, we come back, and the show ends before the match finishes. And the match was cut short. It was less than 2 minutes as well. But guess who ran overtime? And now for the unbiased opinion for the whole show. The first 3 matches are typical Raw, you know. The tag match is an outlier. I mean, it's good. It has a nice hot tag finish from Tatanka. And honestly, yeah, that was the best performance of the night. By quite a wide margin. I liked the opening match. It was a squash, but they gave Scott a whole lot more than jobbers typically get against towering dudes like Bigelow. The Crush match was a bit of nothing, and then you have the Hogan promo. I mean, if you're into it, you'll like it. I'm not. I mean, he does say the same things basically over and over, and he harps on about the Beefcake attack. We've seen it. You can just condense that in a single line, saying that the actions of Money Inc. were despicable, and I'm here for revenge, brother. Instead, that takes 4 minutes. The whole promo takes 10, and the posing adds another 3 on the broadcast. And then you cannot make the error of that cut on the show. This isn't right. You give us The Undertaker to not give us The Undertaker. The show would have been a 5 out of 10, but you lose a full point for the scheduling error. 4 out of 10. And you know, something is off. Oh right, last week they said that Money Inc. would be in action. Where are they? I'm removing another half point for false information given on the last broadcast. So that makes this Raw only 3.5 out of 10. As a reminder, WrestleMania 9 takes place in a month. Get ready, we're going to win that show. 26th of December 2025. My Christmas gift to you. Next week, apparently the finish of the Taker match, Bret Hart in the match, and more stuff.